More workforce housing could be coming to the region after Twin Cities Development awarded a nearly $1 million matching grant for such projects. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, nearly $1 million in matching grant funding has been approved to help with workforce housing projects here in western Nebraska. Twin Cities Development was awarded a $915,000 matching grant from the Nebraska Department of Economic Development. The purpose of the grant is to help fund the construction or rehabilitation of workforce housing that's either for sale or rent. TCD Executive Director Rhonda Pierce told the Scottsbluff City Council this could not come at a better time because the housing market is exploding in Scottsbluff, with many houses selling within days of hitting the market.
We're having bidding wars in our area first time ever that we've had that in our area in a long, you've heard of it in Denver and other areas, but we haven't seen it, but we're seeing it now. So we really need to get that inventory built up again. And even if it's building some possibly duplexes and maybe an older couple gives up their home and moves to something on one level that's easier for them, I mean, it just creates more opportunities all the way around.
A review committee for releasing funds has been formed and includes a banker, lawyer, TCD representative, PAD, and local housing authorities. Well, bars and restaurants, manufacturing, and retailers aren't the only ones with opening needs to be filled. The Scottsbluff County Board last week approved hiring Zell Human Resource Solutions to seek candidates to refer for openings in both the public defender's and county attorney's offices. County Management Accountant Lisa Ryan said both offices are down 2 attorneys each, and getting them filled has not been for lack of trying.
We've advertised in the paper. We put ads on AnyWorks. We put it out on Indeed. I put it out on LinkedIn at one point. We advertise at law colleges in Lincoln, at Creighton, and Laramie. Just a myriad of places that this information goes out to.
Ryan noted costs for outside counsel to represent defendants in county court are more than $85,000 over the fiscal year budget, with 1 month to go, and the county attorney's office does not hire outside attorneys. Under the recruitment agreements, Zell would be paid $5,000 for each of the 2 searches, which would be counted towards a fee equal to 25% of the successful candidate's salary for each hire they refer. Well, coming up after the break, another day, another round of severe weather. The lawyers in with your midweek forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to kick some strong thunderstorms out of here tonight in the early evening hours, leaving us with mostly cloudy, calm conditions here across the area after what was a windy and active day. Severe storms are going to move east. It'll clear overnight. calm through Friday, and then the weekend might be kind of garbagey for the weekend. Yeah, if we can throw that out as a word. 77 yesterday after a morning low of 44, right about where we should be. Some precip fell out there today from some thunderstorms, and we still have a severe thunderstorm watch out until 9 o'clock tonight here for a big portion of the area. We're going to see this trimmed, though, rather quickly as storms move off to the east. You can see where the storms have already come through. Temps have fallen into the 60s where they haven't quite made it yet. It's in the 70s, but mostly temps have cooled off quite a bit behind that frontal system, and it's taking the stronger winds with it as well off to the south and east as winds continue out of the south-southeast and pretty gusty. We do have a moderate risk of severe storms. We've continued to upgrade this throughout the day. Widespread severe activity possible here in this red shaded area. We could be dealing with a potential tornado outbreak. Already seen a few this afternoon. We'll likely see some more on into the evening hours. This is where things sit now. We quickly push everything off to the east. By 6, 7 o'clock, it's all out of here, and we have clearing skies, partly cloudy at times across the area, and low temperatures that are going to fall down into the 40s. Another comfortable night out there. Tomorrow we start the day with partly cloudy skies, and then we clear out quite quickly. We take that cloud bank with us, and we're going to have mostly sunny skies through most of the day. Late tomorrow afternoon, a high-level cloud. That's about it. Could see a little fog in the morning, too, in a few areas. Don't be surprised to see a little bit of that even into Friday morning as well in some of the more rained areas. You can see where the clouds are going to hang on tomorrow. It'll be in the low 50s, chilly there, closer to the 70-degree mark for our area, but certainly cooler tomorrow than what it was today. Precip here over the next 36 hours looks to come in the Sand Hills and eastward with that line of storms. And then look at what we've got coming up here. The European model kind of bullseyeing the central panhandle for some decent rainfall as we go through the holiday weekend, and really the American model just a little further to the south and east, but even heavier precip there as well. Bottom line is we expect decent chances of rain through the holiday weekend, so stay tuned. Thunderstorms end early. They'll push east, 46 tonight. For tomorrow, we'll have mainly sunny skies. We'll be in the upper 60s, so not too bad. Our 7-day forecast has, well, mostly sunny skies on Friday with highs in the 80-degree range. That's certainly the pick of the next 5 days. We cool off Saturday. Sunday, Monday as well, only in the low 60s with decent chances of getting some rain showers and thunderstorms around. Then Tuesday, Wednesday next week, we warm back into the low to mid and even upper 70s. So the middle of it looks a little unsettled. The end's not too bad on our 7-day forecast.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. A Scottsbluff County jury has convicted a local business owner on 8 of the 16 charges he was facing stemming from a Nebraska State Patrol bootlegging operation. 59-year-old Kuldip Chima Singh was found guilty on 4 counts of evading or attempting to evade liquor tax and 4 counts of acquiring liquor from elsewhere than a licensed dealer. He was found not guilty on 8 misdemeanor charges of transporting liquor into the state and transporting liquor with no tax. Singh was charged back in October after investigators located 36 bottles of marked liquor bottles suspected of being purchased in Wyoming and transported to his convenience store in Scottsbluff. He'll be back in court on July 7th for sentencing. He could face up to 2 years in jail if given the maximum incarceration, as well as $6,000 in fines and possible sanctions from the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission. Well, volunteers are being sought to place U.S. flags on deceased veterans' graves in Scottsbluff ahead of Memorial Day. People are being asked to meet at Fairview Cemetery in Scottsbluff on Saturday at 9 a.m. and Sunset Memorial Park Cemetery at 11:30 a.m. There are also a variety of Memorial Day programs being held this holiday weekend in Scottsbluff County. On Sunday, there's a ceremony being held east of Gering at Creighton Valley Cemetery at 2:30 p.m. and public ceremonies on Monday at Fairview, West Lawn, East Lawn, and Sunset Memorial Park cemeteries. For more information, you can call Beth Lynn at 308-631-9932. And a continued commitment to providing quality emergency medical needs for Garden County and the surrounding area, Regional West Garden County is pleased to announce plans for the acquisition of 2 new ambulances. Both will meet the newest safety standards and feature new hydraulic cots to assist ambulance crews with lifting. Regional West CEO John Mencken says having reliable, up-to-date ambulances in Garden County is critical to providing highly responsive and high-quality service, and the new ambulances will allow Regional West Garden County to continue providing reliable emergency services for many years to come. Well, coming up after the break, we'll head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet their featured Pet of the Week. We'll have that in just 90 seconds.
High Plains Auto Club presents the Father's Day Rock and Roll Classic Friday, June 18th. Registration begins at 2 p.m. at the Gering Civic Center with a welcome barbecue, cruise for cash, ice cream social. Saturday, June 19th, a parade, show and shine, and awards banquet. To enter, go to highplainsautoclub.com or call 308-765-2418. This event is sponsored by Massid Chevrolet, Robinson Electric, Will's Chiropractic Clinic, PC, Logos.
Why settle for Wi-Fi that just usually works? Why settle for customer service that's subpar? Why settle for service that's outdated? You don't have to. Settle for more with Allo, the faster, more reliable internet experience that's built for the way you use all your devices. For answers, visit us at allofiber.com/switch today. Allo, settle for more.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say, often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
So this is Tootsie, and she's a big lover, and she just wants to walk around, explore all day, but also be right at your feet and run around and make sure she's with you all the time. I think a good home for her would be one without pretty much any other animal. She probably could get along with other cats, just with a slow introduction. But she does like some kids too, but not too loud, so I guess some older kids, possibly high schoolers. And so she's $50. She's gonna get microchipped. She's spayed already, and then she's up to date on vaccinations. And then she gets some sample bag of food, and she's just an awesome cat. So.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
If you're like me, you're willing to travel for a good steak and a great dining experience. Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in downtown Bayard has just that. Some of the Panhandle's tastiest flat iron steaks, ribeyes, and even prime rib. Pair that with a Western dining experience in our quiet dining room or fun-filled main dining area, you and your family are sure to have a great night out on the town. So if you're looking for a great new restaurant to try, you just gotta head on over to Bobby Joe's Branding Iron in Bayard, open Tuesday through Sunday for lunch and dinner.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, Goshen County first responders and the Wyoming National Guard are teaming up this week to practice for the worst case scenarios. KNEB's Mackenzie Anderson was on scene and has that story.
Goshen County first responders were assessing a potential hazmat spill Tuesday, but it was all part of an intensive training simulation. They teamed up with the Wyoming National Guard 84th Civil Support Team and local law enforcement to establish and strengthen partnerships on the local, state, and federal level. The simulation featured barrels of water acting as chemicals illegally dumped behind a local business. Torrington Chief of Police Matt Johnson says through this, his staff can practice how they respond.
And that's largely the purpose of the training for our police officers, is that on first approach, that might be all they see is a handful of 55-gallon drums. But then we want them to be able to quickly transition to recognizing the seriousness of the risk of having a fairly significant quantity of dangerous chemicals that have been released in our community, protecting the community and themselves from that risk, and then bringing in the appropriate resources to take care of it.
Jonathan Seeley, Lieutenant Colonel of the Wyoming National Guard, says they do this about 8 times a year for many reasons.
A couple of things. One, to maintain a high level of proficiency, and 2, to build strong partnerships throughout Wyoming communities.
An additional training exercise will be held tomorrow, May 27th, at a different location, likely with a different scenario. In Torrington, I'm Mackenzie Anderson with KNEB.TV News.
Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.